it spills over into life decisions. Clarity within, it guides clarity outside. And now sometimes people will see that bad. People will, because they're not used to people who are clear. So they will see it as you being rude. Even how nice you've been to them and you've been very accommodating to them. And when you say to them, listen, this is my boundary. I don't want this. Why? What do you mean by why? I'm pretty clear. This is not what I want. I'm clear of how I want you to address me. I'm clear about this. This is what it is. Why are you asking me why? I don't want to deal with that. I have other things to think about. You should too. Right? So be clear. And sometimes when you're clear, you turn out to be direct. And you have to sometimes massage people and say, listen, I'm not being rude. I'm just very direct because I know exactly what I want. I know exactly what I don't want. I know exactly what works for me. I know exactly what don't work for me. It's up to you to tell me what works for you. I can't tell you that. But don't be mad at me because I'm clear. Right? Clarity is important. That way people don't haul and pull you in their direction and you don't end up doing what other people want. And you understand? Lead yourself. Okay? Be clear. Now, Miss BlueFire's notes. Clutter begins in the mind. Everything, guys, begins in the mind, not the physical world. And that's what people don't understand. A lot of people, they think that, oh, let me sit in front of this wood. Give me fire, and then I will put the wood inside. No, you have to put the wood there first, light it, and then you get the fire and you get the warmth. You don't sit like, who does that? You sit down in front of an empty coal stove and just say, oh, give me fire, and then I'll feed you wood. No, there's certain things that come before. Everything starts in the mind. The man who made this fan that I love, he had it in his mind first. He's going to make a fan. He's going to need these weaving things. He's going to need this red thread. This is how he marked it out in his mind first before he started to make it. Everything starts with thought. That is first cause. First cause. Okay? So, clutter too begins in the mind. And then you see it in people's physical world. So, when you meet somebody that is never together, dog hair all over them, untidy, always in a frizzy, everything on just them can't find anything. It's a reflection of what's in here. Right? They're all over the place in here. Okay, these are facts. If you don't capture and organize your thoughts, they will circle you endlessly and it will keep you stuck. That's why some people, they're always in loops. They're always in cycle and say, oh, why am I keep going over this? They keep going, I keep doing this, I keep doing. Yeah, because of the fact that you're not learning the lesson. So you don't learn the lesson, the universe is going to keep presenting you the same thing. These are facts. And then even after you learn the lesson, the universe is going to present you with it again to see if you actually did learn the lesson. That's how you break things, break chains, right? Journaling and mindfulness are not optional extras, right? They're tools for survival in this world because this world is full of stimulation. Everything is stimulating. You go on TikTok, you can scroll forever. Then something bing, YouTube, then something bing again, Instagram, then something else bing again. Everything is overstimulation. Then there's a dance talk, then there's this, then there's this. Bombarded, right? You need to survive in this world. So you need to be clear and know your path and focus. Okay? When you declutter your thoughts, you can take control of your life's direction. Yes, Merkaba, I know you know. Right? I know you know. Right? Understanding thought clutter. Right? And you can just tell the people who have them life together. Right? I'm not saying too much, but even visiting my friend Merkaba, right? Neat. Car neat. Everything is supposed to, everything what you need to find is where he's supposed to find it. There's no whole heap of mess or nothing like that. Everything is just neat, clear. You can see the thought. You can see that he just have a clear thought. Right? What's in the car is supposed to be in the car. Right? A lot of people don't do clutter. I don't do clutter. Don't give me no holy damn clutter. I go to every, them always want to give you a pen or a water bottle. How much pens and water bottles do you need? Like, really? What are you collecting? It's not mad. It's madness. It just add clutter to your life. Like, get rid of it. Anyway, understanding thought clutter, right? So negative thought loops, regrets, and worries, they cycle on autopilot, right? And that cause stress. You're always thinking negative, and and one negative thought just bring another negative thought, and that just bring, because you know why? You know why? What I always say, vibration. Vibration is everything. You start to have like a negative thought, negative vibes. Then you start to think a negative thought. Listen, you cannot expect to think terrible things and feel good. How you talk to yourself matters. People, my people that I love so much. How you talk to yourself matters. Okay? How you talk to yourself matters. All these negative talk, another is going to have a negative, you're going to feel bad. Of course, you're going to feel bad. You keep talking so negative to yourself and saying terrible things and thinking terrible things. You expect to feel good? You expect to have a great day? You're not going to have a great day. You're going to have a terrible day because you're thinking terrible. You wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is complain. I can't be around people like that, you know. I cannot, like, I'm allergic to them. Right? Gratitude is important, right?